Hey gang, Ross Brand here for LivestreamUniverse.com. Welcome to our new show. This is Livestream Deals, the very first episode. Show's going to be a little bit different than what you're used to from Livestream Stars and some of our other shows, which focus on long-form interviews and really a dialogue between two people over the course of 45 minutes to an hour. This show is going to be all about selling. It's going to be about getting you discounts and special offers, giveaways, or learning about new products you might want to investigate. All products that I've either used myself or I've checked with people in the industry who know, all are highly recommended. I do have affiliate relationships with the companies or through Amazon with everybody who's on the show and on the website. Again, these are all products and services I either use myself or come highly recommended from people in the know. We have some exciting deals to talk about today. Our first guest is going to be Chris Strub. I'll bring him up in just a minute. He's got a brand new course on live streaming for nonprofits, and he's got an extra special deal for anybody who buys today. This is going to be unbelievable. So do stay tuned. Welcome, Fernando. Welcome, Patricia. Great to see you both. And know that if you want to find out more about the products featured on today's show, you can head on over to Livestream Deals at any time. That's the place to go. You can click on through and buy those products there if you want to buy, but you can certainly check out anything to do with the show over there. Welcome, Eduardo. Great to see you, my friend. Good to see you so much, Eduardo. Always a great supporter of all the Livestream Universe programming. So for Livestream Deals, again, it's going to be about an hour show. We've got 4 guests. We told you about Chris Strub. Kib Reynolds from Social Media Examiner will be here. She's going to talk about social media marketing world. There's a brand new ticket track that it's at a lower price point that people may be interested in. Also, there's an ongoing discount. I think it expires tonight or tomorrow. We'll check with Kim, but it's a pretty substantial savings. So we'll get to Kim. And then we have Gordon Daly from a company called BoxCast, which has a product that actually allows you to stream without a computer or a cell phone. All you need is internet access and power to plug it in just into, plug it into the wall or a power strip, and you are good to go with a camera, internet access, and power. So we're going to talk to Gordon Daly, who's the CEO of BoxCast, to find out how that works, what are the advantages of using a hardware encoder. And finally, last but not least, we have Dave Basolto, the inventor of the iOgrapher. And he's going to be giving away 5 iPhone kits. They're iPhone 6 Plus, I believe, but we'll find out from Dave. Those kits, he's going to give away 5. Each one has a $119 value, and each includes not only the case that's used to stabilize your mobile video, but it includes lenses, and the case not only will hold lenses, it'll also hold your microphones and your lighting and so forth. So it's really a great offer that he's doing here on our first show. Again, this is Livestream Deals. Check us out online, livestreamdeals.com. Also, you can find us on Twitter at Livestream Deals. I'm Ross Brand from livestreamuniverse.com. And talking about great deals, it's going to be hard as long as the show goes on. If it goes on for 10 episodes or 1,000 episodes, I'm not sure you're going to find a much better deal than our first guest is offering. And our first guest is Chris Strub. He's the creator of the Live Streaming for Nonprofits course. He's been a guest on Livestream Stars, Ask the Expert, always brings great energy as a guest. I also interviewed him on the red carpet at Mario Armstrong's Never Settle show multiple times, and he's a good friend and a great supporter of people in the live streaming community. Chris, welcome. Tell us about what you're doing with live streaming for nonprofit.
Ross, thank you so much. You can hear me okay? Great.
Perfect. Oh, I love the new microphone.
Thank you so much. And first off, congratulations. We're all so excited for you for launching this new show.
Thank you.
We're so grateful to be here, the very first guest. And congratulations on the new gig with Be Live with Rachel as well.
Thank you.
Things are just going fantastic for you. Last year I worked with Humana, based in Louisville, Kentucky, and I worked with a lot of different nonprofits around the southeastern United States, and sending thoughts and prayers out to Miami and southern Florida in advance this week too. And I had a chance to work with 40 different organizations or so during that 7-month stint. Before that, I worked with 60 different organizations in all 50 U.S. states. And the one thing that I heard so often, Ross, was that people want to be able to get this value and get this information when I'm not there. Right. I named my company I Am Here LLC, and I'm so dedicated to these in-person meetings. You and I have met several times, and I love doing these consults in person. But the drive and the determination, the idea behind creating a course was that any organization, any nonprofit around the country or even around the world should be able to get these lessons, these messages, these ideas and concepts at their disposal. And so against my better judgment, against my will, I created this course this summer. It's called Livestreaming for Nonprofits. There's about 4 hours of video involved there. And we're going to take you from beginning to end to really become part of this live streaming community and learn how your organization can leverage live streaming to raise money, to increase volunteerism, to really raise awareness in your community of what your organization is about. And it's all there at the touch of a button.
And you've been able to see examples, 50 states, 100 days. You went first person to snap and live stream. There's the book. And you can check out the book. We have it at livestreamdeals.com along with the course. You'll find the course on the front page. If you want to check that out, just click the link, the image on the front page. That'll take you to the course, and you can read all about the course. Chris has got great information previewing what comes up in the course. And, you're the first person to go across the country and snap and stream from every single state, right? And in the process, you got to see what, on the grassroots level, community organizations are doing with live streaming, Snapchat, and other forms of social video. And I think we consider Snapchat basically live streaming, right? It's real time. Basically you record video and then you make it live right after. You were able to see what people are doing well and what their weak points are. So I would say that if somebody were to take this course, they would have an advantage over, most other organizations, because they'd be able to know what the best organizations around the country are doing and what they're not doing, but they could be doing, right?
Well, Ross, there's no substitute for experience, right? And for me, being out there in the field, getting a chance to work individually with all these different organizations has been completely invaluable. And that's where the basis of the course comes in, right? Is that I took all of those frequently asked questions. I took all of those ideas and all of those pressure points, all those pain points that these organizations have. And the biggest one, of course, Ross, is time, right? Where do I find the time? So this course will show you and will teach you step by step how to be able to implement a live streaming strategy in an effective amount of time, in a limited amount of time that you have with your organization. But what's really been special too, Ross, is getting a chance to see not just all the organizations that I visited, but that have taken off and run with it, right? People ask, does it work? Can you prove to me that this is actually working? And the first module in the course, Ross, introduces you to about a dozen different organizations that I've worked with that are using live streaming successfully to achieve their goals, right? So those are the first words I say. When you get that course and you press that button the first time, it says, it works. Live streaming works, guys. You're looking at Ross Brand, one of the most influential live streamers on the planet. And I can tell you from all these different organizations that I've worked with that live streaming is working for a number of different organizations around the United States, and it can absolutely work for you as well.
That's awesome. Jen Nelson, welcome. Ann, welcome. Patricia, welcome. Sandra, Tish, everybody, Fernando, Of course, Chris Strubb is here. I see you in the comments as well. Chris Strubb is everywhere. This is the first episode of Livestream Deals, where we bring you special offers, giveaways, and just let you know about great sales that are out there, and also some awesome new products. We hope everybody is staying safe through this tough weather going on, particularly in the South and Southeastern United States. Houston was hit hard, and now Florida is probably going to catch something not so great, right? I don't even know how to phrase it, but I lived through Sandy when it did so much damage here in New Jersey, and I know what it's like to lose power and not be able to go to work and not have electricity and water and all that stuff. So my thoughts are very much with people, as I know yours are as well.
Absolutely. It's incredible having had a chance to especially visit Houston for Social Media Day Houston, get a chance to meet Ann and so many wonderful members of that Houston social media community. There's such a vibrant social media crowd down there. And of course, all of our compassion is headed down there for sure. Yeah,
and Ann's doing great things to let people know what resources are available and how they can help as well if they're not in an area affected. I know there are a lot of people who want to help, and Ann has some great resources that she's distributed on her mobile chat and elsewhere. Now, on the course, talk about some of the things that, you can make. Let's say you take the course, right?
Yeah.
And maybe the biggest challenge is selling it to your organization, right?
Correct.
What is make the case so that somebody who wants to integrate live streaming, wants to get the course, and is worried that, gee, much of my team isn't going to get this. What help them make the case? Tell them how they would do that.
I think, well, first of all, there's an entire module in there about statistics, that shows why this is such an important, why live streaming has become such a big deal. And a lot of that is in the intro as well, which I'm sure Ross has put the link in a couple times here. But Ross, when we talk about we are all famous to a few people, right? We have to remember that we're not all trying to become Casey Neistat. We're all not trying to become viral video stars. That our responsibility within our individual communities as nonprofits is to speak directly to the people that need to hear our message, whether that's young people, whether that's adults, whether that's prospective board members. And I've been doing a little series about this on LinkedIn lately as well, that we're creating content that is of distinct and important value to these people, to our volunteers, to our staff members, to our board members. And live streaming, being able to look your audience, as Brian Fanzo would say, in their digital eyeballs and deliver that content in video format in mass is something that we have never been able to do before. So I think you have to remember when you're pitching it to your organization, this is the most effective way that we can communicate in mass to our audience, not necessarily everyone on the planet, but to the people that need to hear us. This is a great way to do it.
So when people get the course, talk a little bit about the format, what it's like, the experience for somebody who's going through the course.
Yeah, so there's a few major parts to the course, right? We start out talking about different examples of organizations that are succeeding. I dive into over an hour of video about content ideas. I think a lot of organizations struggle with, what should we talk about? No one really wants to hear from us. What are the ideas? What are those big patterns of content that you can create on an ongoing basis that will keep people wanting to come back and wanting to donate, volunteer, etc. on a regular basis? We have a deep module about about equipment, right? And I'm really excited to hear about some of the iOgrapher stuff tonight, some of the other equipment that I know some of will be featured on Livestream Deals in the future. But I talk all about the equipment, the low-cost equipment, the Archon mounts and all these different tools that your organization can afford that will help you take your live streaming game from baseline to successful, right? So we talk about the DJI Osmo, different microphones, and some cheap lighting options and so forth. But Ross, the biggest thing about this course, and when I went back and reviewed all the modules and everything, the biggest thing that we can impart is that inspiration, is that motivation, right? Is understanding, yes, it's easy to press that button and anyone can show you how to do that. But having met with over 100 nonprofit organizations, it's that courage, it's that passion that you need to feel to say, you know what? Our organization makes this change in our community. Without us, our community would not have this and that, and our kids would not have these opportunities and would be struggling with this. So there's all these three main parts of the course, right? The content, the equipment, and then really the inspiration piece that I know so many of these organizations are looking for.
Well, Chris, congratulations on the course. Congratulations on the success of the book as well. If you are on the fence about it and you need to learn a little bit about what Chris has actually done, how he's gotten the credential to be able to teach this course, take a look at 50 States, 100 Days, the book. But you can check out the course. You can also check out the book. It's all at livestreamdeals.com. The course is on the homepage. You can't miss it. Head on over there if you're interested and take a look at the course. In fact, you can see all the products from today's show at livestreamdeals.com. Chris, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate you coming on the first show.
Glad to be here. Would you like to reveal the offer? I know we're running low on time, but
yes. So
this
there's no backing out now, right? Giving you every.
So I'm not trying to step on anyone else's time. I know you got some great guests lined up, so I'll keep this quick. And you guys can go back if you want to hear more from me. Go back and watch Ask the Expert. That was my favorite live stream interview I've ever done, Ross. Thank you so much for having me. Look, as I talked about before, my company's name is I Am Here LLC, and I've had all these meetings in person. And I love Ross Brand. I love what you do, but what I really love is that chance to meet individually with organizations, with people in person. And so what we're doing tonight for episode 1 of Livestream Deals, and this deal is going to be available through tomorrow, is that if you get this course, and Ross can give you the link, if you order the course in the next 24 hours at the sticker price in the United States, I will come to your organization and spend a day with you in person, and we will hang out. We will talk live streaming. You can take the course, and then we can talk advanced live streaming stuff. You can not watch the course, and I'll teach it to you from the start to finish. But this is a deal that I've never offered before, and I probably will never offer again. If you get the course tonight, I will come to your town, to your city, to your state, and I will visit individually with your organization, because I know that more than any course, and it doesn't matter who teaches it, the most valuable thing that you can have is someone's time, attention, and energy, and to look them in the actual eyeballs. So get that course, use Ross's link, and I will come to Virginia. I will come to Houston. I will come to Anchorage, Seattle. I've been there before, and I will do it again. So
Hawaii too, right?
Hawaii too.
Anywhere in the United States.
Anywhere in the U.S. If you live outside the U.S., DM me. Let's make it happen. And Ross, look, I want to get out of the way because I know you have some other awesome guests planned, but this is my gift to you guys watching this broadcast live tonight and watching this on replay tomorrow. I want to be there. Ross, you know I want to be there with them. And I think everyone who's read the book knows I want to be there in person. And I'm offering now on Livestream Deals episode 1, you get that course and I will be there with you in person. Let's make it happen. How's that for a mic drop?
That's pretty nice there. Thank you so much, Chris. Go to livestreamdeals.com. You can see Chris's course right on the homepage. Click on through. He'll know it came from Livestream Deals, and he will come visit you if you go ahead and purchase in the next 24 hours. Thanks again, Chris.
Thank you guys so much. Go Cowboys.
Well, we don't like that Go Cowboys, but, what can we do? Before we get to our next guest, we have Kim Reynolds from Social Media Examiner. Let's just say a quick hello to some friends. Jason Liebman is here. Hey, Jason. Welcome, Kevin Black. Carlos Phoenix, good to see you. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Please do share this out. It's the first episode. We have some people who've created some great products and are offering some wonderful deals. Do share this out, and please do let people know that we're on and that we have Kim Reynolds joining us. Again, Kim is from Social Media Examiner, and that means she works with social media marketing world, the big, probably the biggest social media marketing event in the country, in the world, right?
In the world.
In the world. And so it's really become an institution and something that people look forward to every year. And tell us, Kim, I know there's some, let's start right out with people like to save money. There is a deal going on right now for tickets that people, what they have till tonight or till tomorrow. Tell us about it.
Yep, they have until tomorrow night at midnight Pacific time. It's $560 off the full ticket price for the all access ticket. And we also have a creator ticket, and there is a discount on the creator ticket also. I don't remember what it is, but there is a discount.
Okay. And so the creator ticket, what is the creator ticket exactly?
Well, the creator ticket is something new for this year, and we're basically expanding our tent to embrace creators. We're allocating a third of the conference to creators and cutting the price in half. So if you are a creator, a vlogger, podcaster, blogger, live video, YouTuber, think of this as a conference within a conference for you, dedicated to helping you monetize and up your game.
Right. And so there's certainly a lot of things that are for creators, right? It's not like you just go to one, two speeches and whatever. It's like a ton of event. Wow.
Yeah, there's 40 plus different sessions for creators specifically.
Wow, that's a lot. Yeah. And so when you look at the overall event for 2018, what's coming up this year that might be different or might be new or that you're just looking forward to?
Well, looking forward to, that's easy. I see so many people year after year, so it's great to see all those friends that I've made because I went to the original social media marketing world as an attendee. I wasn't working for Social Media Examiner yet, so I made a lot of nice friends, and so each year it's great to go back and see them. New for this year, like I said, is the creator ticket. It's something completely different. We're focusing on that segment because there's really nothing out there for creators specifically. So this like mini conference within the conference is just going to help if you're it's for the people that are starting out and they haven't yet figured out how to really monetize their business. That's one of the chief focuses. And what else is going on? It's bigger this year. We're expecting 5,000 attendees, so it's going to be bigger. It's every year is awesome, so I'm just really looking forward to it.
Wow, that sounds great. And so a lot of the people probably who are going to watch this either live or on the replay are creators and are trying to figure out how to monetize social media and video and podcasting. Who are some of the people that they can learn from with that creator ticket who are already doing those things? Well,
if we break it down by the major tracks of the creator ticket, we've got blogging, we've got Darren Rouse, Leslie Samuel, Brian Clark from Copy Blogger, Chris Brogan, who is like the king of blogging, Heidi Cohen, Saeed Balki, if you know him, he's amazing with all of his WordPress knowledge. And then for the YouTubers and video people, that's just kind of a sampling of that's not a full rundown list of everybody coming because it's a pretty long list. But for YouTube and video, we've got Tim Schmoyer, he's pretty awesome. So Tim Schmoyer, Sunny Lenarduzzi, let me think. Jeremy Vest, Owen Hemsath, he's amazing and wonderful. Sean McBride, Sean Duras, he will be there. Steve Dotto with, all of his, he's going to be teaching about YouTube monetization. Zach King, remember when he was just a Vine guy and now he's like taking over video. Oh, Grant Thompson, the king of random. My kids love him. Amy Schmittauer, Roberto Blake. So we've got a lot for the YouTubers. We've got live video, Joel Comm, of course, because how can you do live video without Joel Comm? Luria Petrucci, and she just won an award, I believe, for live video person of the year.
Wow.
This last yeah, she's pretty amazing. We've got Amy Porterfield, Lou Bongello, Alex Kahn, Kim Garst. I love Kim Garst. She's also talking about monetizing live video. So you see, we've got a lot of focus on the monetization aspect for creators because that's the biggest hurdle. If they can't figure out how to monetize, they can't stick around in the long term. So we're putting a lot of emphasis on that. We've got a whole track on podcasting. Cliff Ravenscraft, of course, Pat Flynn, John Lee Dumas, Paul Colligan, Michael O'Neill. So we've got a lot of really, really amazing instructors.
Wow. And so people who get that creator track ticket can see all those people that you mentioned?
Right.
Wow.
So if you get the creator ticket, you get all of those creator sessions, plus you get access to the networking plaza. So you still can go in and network and meet new people. And, it's a great place for creators, especially because there's a lot of people that are looking for creators. That a lot of businesses that need creators and they don't know how to find them. So the networking plaza is a great place to go and mingle and get to know people. And then of course we have networking ambassadors that their whole job is to bring together people. Like, who are you looking for? Who do you need?
Right.
You need to meet.
So head on over to Livestream Deals. Check it out. $560 off the full ticket. You can also save money on the creator ticket, which is already significantly discounted from the full price. And as you saw from what Kim said, there are tons of great people who are going to be helping you monetize live video and social media and podcasting and whatever it is that you're doing online. Talk about some of your other favorite things that surround the conference, right? Because it's an entire event, and just San Diego in February and March alone is almost enough to push you to get on a plane, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so last year, I have to tell you about some of the parties, because one thing that Social Media Marketing World does different from a lot of other conferences is we build in networking opportunities. There's built-in networking opportunities between the sessions at lunchtime. We facilitate networking, but we also throw these really amazing parties. And last year was Underwater Adventure, and it was amazing. It was the coolest party you could ever hope to go to. And we're doing it again this year. I'm not sure what the theme is. I think it's going to be a jungle theme. I'm not positive, but we do these really, really great, amazing networking parties we want people to get out there and meet, because the content is great. The content is fantastic. And when you get your ticket to Social Media Marketing World, you also get the access to the replays of the virtual ticket. So you get the virtual ticket. So if you miss a session, not a big deal. But what you don't want to miss out on is the networking there at the conference. And so we go to extreme lengths to make sure that you can meet who you are meant to meet.
And do you get the here I am. And do you get the virtual ticket with the creator, or is that just with the full?
That's just with the full creator ticket doesn't include the virtual ticket, but you can always get it if you
right. And the networking opportunities are there with either ticket, obviously, right?
Exactly.
And that's one of the great things. And obviously, San Diego is a great city. It's at the convention center. What else? Anything else coming up this year that you're looking forward to besides seeing everybody and reconnecting?
I say this every year that I'm really going to make a concerted effort to get in to see more sessions. And so my personal thing is Facebook ads. And so we have some really great Facebook people coming, but ad gurus in particular. So I'm looking forward to the sessions about Facebook ads. So we'll see if I make it to any of the sessions.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Kim. Go to Livestream Deals. You can see a big image with Social Media Examiner, Social Media Marketing World, and you can get discounted tickets today and through tomorrow, right, for $560 off.
Yep, through midnight.
Okay, through midnight tomorrow, right?
Yeah. And I saw a question, how many speakers? We plan on having over 200 speakers. So
wow.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of variety. That's why the virtual ticket's so important, because you can't possibly take in all of that amazing.
Right. So, well, thank you so much, Kim. So great
welcome.
To talk to you again, and good luck with everything, and look forward to hopefully making it this year for Social Media Marketing World 2018.
Please do. Okay, thank you for having me.
Thanks, Kim. Have a great evening.
Bye.
So I get to Gordon Daly of BoxCast in just a second. Welcome, Dr. Finch. Keena Finch is here. Tish Rosales, welcome. So many great people have joined us tonight. Please do share this out. It's the very first episode of Livestream Deals. Let people know that we are showcasing some great products and their creators and representatives. And it's been fun. We talked to Chris Strub, who has a new course out called Live Streaming for Nonprofits. And if you purchase that course at full price by going to livestreamdeals.com, Chris has a special offer for the next 24 hours. You can head on out, purchase that, and he will come visit you anywhere in the United States, including Alaska and Hawaii. And if you DM him, he may come visit you in other countries as well. But if you're in the United States, you buy the course, Chris will spend a day training you and your organization on how to use live streaming. And then, of course, we just spoke to Kim Reynolds from Social Media Examiner, and she told us about Social Media Marketing World. 200 plus speakers in 2018, late February, early March in San Diego. You can find out more about it by going to livestreamdeals.com as well on the homepage, and you can save $560 off the full ticket between now and the end of tomorrow. And there's also a new reduced price ticket called the Creator Track or the Creator Pass, and that is discounted as well. It's already a lower price point, but it's discounted as well. And again, all those products are at livestreamdeals.com. If you're just joining us, I'm Ross Brand. This is a brand new show called Livestream Deals. Livestreamdeals.com is the website. You can find us on Twitter at Livestream Deals. And the show for now is starting off monthly. We may do it more frequently depending on just depending on how it goes, I guess. There's no other way to say that. We'll evaluate. But anyway, my point is between the shows, we'll be letting you know about some deals that are out there and sales and offers and things like that. So do follow us on Twitter at Livestream Deals. And again, the website is livestreamdeals.com. Let's bring in our next guest. It's Gordon Daly. He's the CEO of BoxCast, and BoxCast is a hardware encoder. It actually lets you stream without a computer, without a cell phone. It makes it really simple and really high quality, and it's an amazing product that I've been playing around with for the last couple of weeks and kind of fallen in love with. And we welcome again the CEO, Gordon Daly. Gordon, thanks so much for taking a few minutes to join us on the first show.
You bet. Glad to be here.
So tell us what makes how did you kind of come up with the idea of a hardware encoder at a kind of at a price point that people can afford or their organizations can afford, when usually people think of, okay, easy live streaming is from the computer, from the phone, and then there's also complicated live streaming where you get some sort of dedicated machine for $7,000 to $8,000, and that's how you stream hardware. How did you come up with the BoxCaster and BoxCast?
Well, the idea came to us, to be honest with you. It's a funny story because it's a funeral home. Believe it or not, it's a funeral home. They came to us. Really? We helped them build a website, and at the time, we were building automated systems that were for chemical processing and airline control lighting systems, the kinds of things that you have to automate in order for them to make sure that no one dies or not expensive equipment isn't lost. And a funeral director of all things, we were moonlighting, we built him a website. He said, I want to stream our funeral services. We thought to ourselves, that's a little silly. No one's going to want to watch these, right? He said, no, you don't get it. He said, family members can't be there, just like weddings in Vegas. We want you to stream our funeral services so that everybody can be a part of the process. But I can't touch the thing. It's got to be automated. And couldn't use a computer, couldn't use a phone, so we built an automated system for him, and that kind of is what started off us onto a really interesting path.
Wow. And so this is the BoxCaster. I mean, this is it, right? It fits in my hand. It can practically fit in a back pocket of jeans or something like that. And you plug in your internet connection, you plug in your power, and you plug in right from the camera, and you're good. And the stream is different than the stream that you get when you live stream from a computer or a phone, and you can probably explain it better than I can, but it's just so darn clear. I don't know if you saw the video that I did, but I was like floored. I didn't even know I was live, and then I looked on my phone to see, and I was like, wow, I've never seen anything like this.
It's amazing when you have dedicated electronics that are purpose-built for just streaming. the quality level is a lot different than just a regular general purpose computer. And that's one of the reasons why we really like to simplify it, because we could guarantee a really high level of quality, but also guarantee just that simple user experience, because I can't tell you how many organizations there are that have amazing events and they're just afraid to stream because of all the things that can go wrong. And that's one of the beautiful things that we offer, is the ability to have that whole complete end-to-end streaming, one-stop shop, all behind that box. So there's the box, but there's also all the cloud streaming and the transcoding and the player that goes on your website. It's kind of all hidden there behind the scenes, and you don't have to know about it. It just works.
Right. So you basically just put the embed code in and it'll show up there. You don't have to be holding a phone or on your computer or anything like that. And you can be confident in knowing that it's there, it's live, and, for the funeral home example, for instance, I don't think there's going to be a lot of chat going on in the comments, right? That's, you want to, in a very tasteful way, allow people to get a view of what's happening. And so it's a wonderful product. It's also great, I assume, for sports and other kinds of events. Talk about, how other companies are using it.
Yeah, it's great for sports. So it's been interesting. We very quickly found that there's so many applications in the sports world, everything from Little League, and oddly enough, we stream major pro sports teams. So we've got MLS using it for behind the scenes. Nobody knows it's us, but it's our technology powering some of the biggest sporting events that are happening out there. We got a ton of college athletics, but one of the things that's neat is when you have a little box on site, you can actually plug this box into all the scoreboards that are at these events too. We'll take the data with the video and the audio. We'll take the scoreboard data and then put an overlay graphic for those sporting events, because I go back to this automation thing. We can automate the streaming. We also automate the capture of the scoreboard data so that it can be an overlay on top of the video.
Now, for somebody like me who often has guests on their show and wants to use, occasionally I will use Wirecast and bring in a guest that way, or use it because I'm doing some type of presentation where I want to have slides and things, and I want to be able to switch shots constantly. I can still benefit from the superior streaming ability of the encoder and save my computer CPU power by not having to use the computer and Wirecast to stream. I can just use it like a production studio and still benefit from the high quality streaming of the BoxCaster. Do you have people who you're working with who are doing it that way as well?
Absolutely. I mean, everybody wants to add a little bit of a professional look to their stream, and by the time you use your own computer to do all the graphics and all the different camera angles coming in, it's used a lot of the CPU power, and it's just it just doesn't produce as good compression. So what's nice about having that box is that it acts just like a monitor. It accepts video just like your monitor would, and everyone's laptops has a video output port. So you plug it in, no drivers to install. It automatically shows up like a monitor called BoxCast, and you're good to go from there without having to do anything but select it as your output.
So you can head on over to Livestream Deals and learn more about BoxCast and the BoxCaster. And Gordon, there's a BoxCaster Pro I see being teased on the website. You can't buy it yet, but how is that going to be different, and why should people take a look at that product when it comes out?
Well, we found that the professionals love the simplicity that we have to offer, and that we just handle everything from once I've got my video produced out to their fans, any audience size, syndicated on all social media platforms simultaneously, with fantastic quality like we talked about. Mm-hmm. And so the professionals started telling us, hey, when are you going to make a box for us that's got the fancy SDI connectors? And so we started to say, well, we should build a box with SDI connectors. But then we got a little carried away, and we thought, man, if we're going to do that, we might as well make this thing do everything anybody else would have want to do. So this new box we have, it's got a screen on it that lets you see what's happening. It lets you pass the video through to another device. It takes both HDMI or the newer SDI that the pros use. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, it streams 4K, 60 frames per second, wow, high dynamic range, HDR, like all the new TVs do. And it compresses it using HEVC, which is like 100 times more computationally intensive than the BoxCasters we ship now, which are better than, laptops people are using to stream. So it's really ushering in the potential for anybody with a very, very little amount of money to stream with the best quality imaginable.
Well, one of the things that I'm excited about is I noticed that there are XLR cable jacks on it, so you could actually go to a concert and plug in from a soundboard and get that high quality sound, right?
You can, and if it's a short enough run, you might be able to get away with the analog connectors that are on the box we ship now. But the pros understand, hey, to run a long line, if you want to make sure that the fidelity is absolutely perfect, then you're going to want to use balanced XLR connections so that you can make sure that there's zero interference and it just sounds awesome. So there's XLRs and phonos, combo jacks. It's really everything that people would want for professionals, but it's priced 10 times less than the $10,000 or $20,000 boxes encoders you'd expect for the 4K quality. Right,
and I guess it's something that reporters can take on the road with them too if they're just want to stream straight to the internet or whatever. They can set up a camera, plug in their mic, which you can do with BoxCast as well. It's a little bit different setup, but it works as well. And they can do one-on-one interviews with people. They can report from the scene as long as they have internet connection and power, right?
Yeah, and the neat part is you only need half the bit rate. So, I mean, you live and die in the streaming world by the data rates required to move the video data. And if you only have half as much, if you only need half as much to be the same level of success, then it really makes a big difference. And I think I should also mention that when you stream with BoxCast, because we're doing the transcoding in the cloud, meaning we're making it possible for anybody to watch at any network speed when they go to watch. Normally, you'd have to send all the different size resolutions at the source. But what we do automatically is you only have to send one best quality up, which is a third of the data. And now it's even half of that because it's HEVC, the better compression. And so you've got such a better chance to be successful, especially when you're out on the go in the field, depending on internet connections that you're finding wherever you set up.
Well, that's phenomenal. Do you have a target date for the release of the Pro version?
We're really going to blow out a release around the Halloween time period. We, believe it or not, are already shipping this out this month to customers that are the pre-order customers that have signed up right away. So it's getting in people's hands, but look for a much larger announcement coming out towards the end of next month, or maybe November if Halloween. It depends on the pre-orders. People can pre-order them now on our website.
Right. Well, it's a phenomenal product, and congratulations on everything you're doing with BoxCast. People can go to livestreamdeals.com. They can see the image of the BoxCaster right there, and click on that. You can fill out a form to get more information from the good folks at BoxCast and learn more about it. I'm telling you, this is something which can really make a difference for the quality of video that you're sending in your streams, and for the ease of use if you don't want to have to mess around with all the bells and whistles, right?
You got it. That's the way to do it.
Thanks so much, Gordon. Appreciate you taking a few minutes to join us.
Anytime. Thanks, Ross.
So that's Gordon Daly. He's from BoxCaster and the BoxCast. It's boxcast.com. But you can find out more information. Head on over to livestreamdeals.com. And let's bring in our next guest, who is not only a founder and head of a company, but the inventor of the product himself. Welcome, Mr. Dave Basolto. How are you, Dave? Dave, can you hear us? I guess you can't hear us. Yes, I can. Can you hear me? No. Okay, so we'll see. Maybe Dave, maybe you can refresh. Gordon, you can drop off if you want to, and Dave, you can refresh, and we can see if that works. Bringing up Dave now. Dave, can you hear me?
The team and audience see and hear you, but I don't hear anybody else.
You hear me or no?
Should I be hearing somebody?
You should be hearing Ross.
Should I reboot this?
Possibly. Let me type something into the chat. Dave, please refresh and select audio again.
I don't see anything.
Take a look at the chat.
Please
The
refresh
chat.
and select audio again.
So we'll see if we can do that. The show is Livestream Deals. I'm Ross Brand. You know me from LivestreamUniverse.com. Our new website is Livestream Deals. You can find all sorts of great products and special offers there, and we hope that we can get Dave on in just a second, as he's got some giveaways for people who are watching. Dave, can you hear us now?
I hear you fantastically. Can you hear me?
Okay. I can hear you. So let's
All right.
turn the intro over. If anybody joined us in the meantime, Dave is the founder of iOgrapher, not just the business. He's also the inventor of the product. You can see it there. It's a case. It holds your microphones and lenses, gives you stable video, and it's popular. You don't have to go further than the BBC to know that the big shots are using this for mobile video out in the field. Dave, welcome. Thanks so much for joining us.
Ross, it's great to be on the show. Thank you so much.
And before we get into talking all about the iOgrapher, you do have some giveaways for people who are watching.
We're going to give away today through your power of knowing everybody, 5 of these, which is the iPhone 6 Plus case. Also wide angle and telephoto lenses. So just pop in your iPhone, you're off and running, can make some great stuff. It also fits the iPhone 7 Plus. You have to go in there and do a little, open the hole a little bit because of the lenses, but it works fine.
Oh, wow.
So you got some options there. So we're going to give 5 kits away, 2 lenses, and that come with the kit and the case.
And that's a $119 value each one, right?
$119, yep.
Wow.
I am a river to the creative people out there.
So I would love to see what people have to say in the comments of what they would do and how they would use the iOgrapher. We've given you a little bit of an overview. That's right, Eduardo. We did say giveaways. How would you use it? What would you do with it? How would you create something that we would like to watch? And we'll pick the 5 best ones. So, Dave, tell us how did you come up with the idea of the iOgrapher?
Well, I was a high school media teacher in San Marino, California, and I had students, 130 kids. We were shooting videos like crazy. I was the media and animation teacher, and I had maybe 5 cameras at the time, just DSLRs, and right. I had the trouble of let's make more content, guys. So I started letting them use iPhones and iPads. The iPad Mini had just come out. I thought it was an amazing device for the price, especially, and I was getting way more work done, but it was always really bad audio, shaky footage, lighting. Everything was just. But I knew we could push the bar and make it better, so I started sketching this case out. And did a Kickstarter for it, did a 3D model print, kickstarted it. Next thing I know is I'm in Forbes, I'm in the Wall Street Journal, I'm in the New York Times, this teacher that wants to help video, and it was just a crazy ride. So here we are.
Wow. That's phenomenal. Welcome, Sarah. Good to see you. Welcome, everybody who's just joining us. Sandra, I think I welcomed you before, but it's so great to see you. I'll welcome you again. But, Dave, anybody can go to Livestream Deals, by the way, livestreamdeals.com. There's an image of the iOgrapher. You can click on that, and you can search all their different products. It's not just iOgraphers, but Dave's done the nice job of picking some of the best mobile accessories, from lenses to microphones to lighting, that really to mounts and things that really make it easy for you to say, okay, if I pick from something that's on Dave's site, I know I'm getting quality. Talk about
that actually comes from the BBC. You mentioned earlier when I first started this. We had a little website that had our iPad mini cases because that's all we had started with. and the BBC started to use them, and they said, we love your stuff, but you always show these pictures of you with like these microphones and these lenses and all of that. So we want to buy the whole package from you. We don't want to piecemeal it from Amazon. And back then I was like, well, maybe I could be an affiliate here and there. I had no idea what I was doing. Right. And when I dove headfirst into it, I went and made deals with the Rode microphones because I knew they were fantastic. I went to Sennheiser. I would go to Manfrotto for tripods, and just kept finding the brands that I used that I knew were high quality and would get the best for it. So it's turned into one of the biggest. I think it's one of the biggest stores out there, if not the biggest, for mobile video accessories.
Yeah, it's great, and I love some of the all the products that you sell on there. Sorry, I had the wrong graphic up there for a second, but and of course I'm doing what we're never supposed to do in broadcasting, which is call attention to it. But what's fun about live? You just kind of go with it, and
absolutely,
and people enjoy when you joke about things that you're not supposed to joke about or pay attention to in TV. They know it's real, and it's really been a blast hosting this first show, and I'm so excited and really.
This is episode 1.
This is episode 1, the first ever live stream deals, and I'm so appreciative of you coming on in the cleanup spot and offering the giveaways. Dave is offering again 5 iPhone 6 Plus kits. They also work with very little adjustment. They work very well for an iPhone 7 Plus as well. So if you have an idea of how you would use that to create video, something of quality, please let us know. And the best answers we will pick, and you get an iOgrapher iPhone 6 Plus, iPhone 7 Plus kit that basically is $119 value if you were to buy it on the iOgrapher's website. So it's a great deal. Do please take a look at that. And I wanted to ask you, you actually have a background in more traditional filmmaking, right?
I do. I started out, my background originally was in business finance. I had a degree in that, went to work on Wall Street, worked in the 63rd floor of the World Trade Towers. And one day I got discovered by a casting director who said, I was much younger and better looking then, but said, hey, would you like to be an extra in Rocky V? And I thought, my God, yes, I have no idea what that is, but I would love to. And after spending 2 days on the set talking to Sylvester Stallone, I thought, I want to do this. This is great.
Right.
Left my job, became an actor, then got into producing, and ended up like my career, 20-some years producing for Lifetime Television and working with Mel Gibson's company, Icon Entertainment, producing with them.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's a very crazy ride I've been on.
So during that time, you could probably never have imagined that you could use something like this and create a film.
Even when I was a kid, and I loved playing with my little soldiers in the dirt, and something that my son would never do in a million years now, but and telling stories and having these battle scenes. And God, if I had had something to film all that, it would have been cherished memories forever. And now I flash forward to, back then I would have had to bought a 16 millimeter, 8 millimeter camera, film, I have to develop it. How am I going to edit this stuff? And then, I'm going to take all that over to a friend's house to show him. Well, I got to bring a big projector too, right? So that was not the way to go, So that crushed my dreams of being an early filmmaker. Then I got my son now, who's 9, who at an age of 5 was doing little Lego animated stories with our gear and the apps that they have out there for stop motion. And, it's just amazing that you can do all that now.
So I just want to welcome Stevens here and Anthony, and thanks everybody for all the great comments and for sharing it out. For whatever reason, BeLive is not letting me show comments any longer on the screen, but do know that we are taking notice, and do please leave a comment telling us how you would use the iOgrapher, what you would create with it, how you would use it. We are giving away 5 iPhone 6 Plus kits, and again, those also work for the iPhone 7 and $119 value. You see it right there. Dave, talk about some of the things. I know people use your hashtags and they send you what they're working on. Talk about some of your favorite things that people have created using the iOgrapher.
Last year we had a worldwide contest that we want to replicate again next year. We've just been so busy this particular year to do it. But it was amazing stories from all over the world. And the one that won it was this guy who was helping blind kids in India learn how to do basic filmmaking, tell stories, but using our products and in the Apple Assistive mode to hear, voices and stuff that it would tell him what to do and whatnot. And he made this little video about how he was doing all this stuff, and it just really floored us. Every day something new comes in. The other day, and I can't think of his name right now, but he's a big Formula One driver. And it's like 2 million followers on Twitter, and he's out there doing a selfie with the iOgrapher, holding it up. I mean, things like that. To where I wake up one morning, I see Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks walking down the street on a set of The Bridge of Spies, and there he is holding the iOgrapher in his hand. So it's been insane of the things that pop into my inbox every day. The New Zealand All Blacks using our gear to shoot stuff with. I mean, it's just It's an amazing experience.
Well, Sarah Weissman has a great answer. She says, I would use it to start pursuing my dreams again beyond being a stay-at-home mommy, to restart my vlogging channel on YouTube, and to stream more from home. I've been trying to set up my own little studio, but can't afford equipment. I have to say that wins, right?
That's a winner right there.
There's no doubt about it. Congratulations, Sarah. You definitely have won. You got to send me your information, and I'll pass it along to Dave, and we'll get you one of those iPhone 6 Plus iOgraphers. And it's not just the case, but it's a kit with lenses, so you get a wide angle and a telephoto lens as well.
And for Sarah, we're going to throw in a mini tripod too to get her going.
Oh, awesome.
I know how hard it is to be a mom.
Wow, this guy is just giving and giving and giving until it hurts. So, Dave, what I want to just explain to people that people see the handles, right? And obviously you can be the one operating the camera, but a lot of live streamers are basically a solo shop, right? Yeah. We go out in the field and we want to talk about something when we go live from our phones, and we need something that has support.
Right.
These fit easily on a tripod, right?
Yeah. In fact, this down at the bottom here is a 1/4-20 screw to put it on any standard tripod. I actually have my 7 Plus case right here on this little mini tripod. I use this app called Bonjoro, which is a fantastic app. Problem is it shoots vertically, but what it allows me to do is every time I get a sale on iOgrapher, it tells me so-and-so purchased this, this, and this. And I'll do this Bonjoro app. I click on it. I send them a video saying, thank you for purchasing. I'm the CEO and the inventor. If you have any questions, and it's just been amazing for customer service and brand support. People just love hearing from me and my team, and it's a great interaction between them. So back to your thing. Yes, you can put it vertically or on regular horizontal. Wow.
So I didn't realize that. I actually didn't realize you could do horizontal as well.
Yes.
So that's phenomenal. Sandra has a great answer. She says, next week I will be teaching others in the industry how to use equipment to do video and or live video. I think that's a winner. I think it helps some other people get into this game.
I think, Sandra, we've been talking on Facebook, too, to be on your show. So I will be getting back to you. Yeah. Sandra's a winner.
All sorts of deals being made here.
Let's wheeling and dealing.
And Dr. Finch says, I'm totally a solo shop when I cover events, etc. And congratulations to Sarah. When you see people live streaming, right? Mm-hmm. What are some of the ways that you think people can improve using some of the tools that you use for mobile live streaming? What do you recommend that people can do to improve the quality of their audio and video without necessarily breaking the bank?
I mean, at the very bare minimum, if you're just using your phone, find somewhere to prop it up, I should say, against something sturdy. You know, if you don't have our case or whatever, you just put it somewhere sturdy, stack some books, put it sturdy. And then the number one thing that's gigantic is audio. So at the very, very minimum, get those earbuds that Apple gave you with your device or whatever. If you have an Android, plug those in and use your earbuds. They're going to be 100 times better than not having any kind of audio. But for example, for I think $39 on our website, here's the iRig Mic Lab. And this is phenomenal because it's a little lavalier mic that plugs directly into the device. And what I love about this is it's got this little connector here that you can actually put your headphones in and monitor your audio, or you can add more of these mics and daisy chain them. So let's say there's 3 of us talking. I can get 3 of these mics together. We all have them on, and someone can still monitor the audio if they wanted to. So, I mean, this for the bang for the buck, this is just phenomenal. And in fact, Mari Smith, who's a big influencer that I'm sure you know, she has her own kit on iOgrapher, and it includes this microphone. She loves this microphone.
Oh, wow. So, microphones always will improve. Well, if it's a decent microphone and it's right for the setting, not always. But in many cases, microphones make a huge difference. And but yeah, the earbuds are the minimum. But a lot of times when you see somebody like, in fact, Chris Strub, who was our first guest, he came on and he was testing his audio with me before we got started. And he's like, well, I can use just the phone or I can use my earbuds. And then he goes, oh, and I also bought this new, I think it was a dynamic mic or whatever that he was holding. I was like, yeah, the mic.
Yeah.
Do that. There's no comparison.
Right. No, that's great. No, and then, find some kind of lighting too. I mean, I've got $900 KinoFlow light in front of me right now, so it's great. But, you can go out there and there's lots of inexpensive lights on Amazon that you can prop up somewhere or put them on little tripods and things like that. Use your lamps, do something, but have a little bit of lighting on you too.
So Akina Finch, the good doctor, says, I will be covering a local gala in Nashville. I also do demos for tools for live streaming or virtual. That's pretty good. I think that's a winner.
Winner, chicken dinner.
That's it.
That's perfect.
Congratulations,
Dr. Finch. Congratulations.
So, and again, Dr. Finch, Sarah, Sandra, do please send me your address and info, and I will pass that along to Dave. We still got 2 more to give away, right? Can you stay on for a couple more minutes? Or
a couple more. I do have a phone call coming up. I apologize.
No problem. So,
but why don't I leave them for you to give?
Okay, we can do that as well. If anybody quickly wants to throw in and tell us how they would use it, how they would use the iOgrapher to create something of value with video, do please throw something in the chat. Sarah asks, so do you recommend any lighting to buy, preferably affordable or even DIY better lighting from home?
I mean, definitely. I mean, if you're looking for really affordable, cheap lighting, go into Home Depot and buy some work lights. That'll set you back, $20 a piece, maybe less. Right. You can either hang them or they have little mounts sometimes. And then the trick of the old days is go get some wax paper and put some wax paper around, and it'll diffuse the light. So it's not this bright work light on you, and you get some nice soft light on yourselves. So that's like old school, going out there and buying, what you can for the budget, but indie filmmaker like type stuff.
Right. Well, Dave, I know you got to run. Thank you so much for joining us on the first show. It's awesome talking to you. You can tell that Dave has got so much knowledge and experience, and he's great on camera, great, sounds great and everything. And I can't wait till he comes back in October. He's going to be a guest on Livestream Stars. So thanks for the giveaways.
Absolutely,
if anybody wants to send me what they would do, I can still choose a couple of winners. We got 2 more iPhone 6 Plus kits to give away. They work with slight modification for the iPhone 7. But if you want to check out the iOgrapher, there's iOgrapher cases for every mobile device under the sun, I think. Head on over to livestreamdeals.com. Check out, there's an image and some text there, and you can click on either one. That'll take you right to the shop, and you can take a look at all the different products and description. And you can also reach out to Dave if you have any questions. He's extremely accessible, and it's one of the great things, just another great thing about your company that I really appreciate. So thanks again, Dave, and look forward to talking to you soon. And thanks. Congratulations on all these great products and
appreciate
all the development that the company has done.
Appreciate it, Ross. Thanks for having me on the first show. I feel special. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dave. So that's Dave Basolto, the founder and inventor of the iOgrapher. Wow, what a fun first show. What an action-packed, quick first show. Thank you so much, Kevin Black. For whatever reason, again, I'm struggling to put comments up on the screen. Not sure why. But I will say that, Kevin, thank you. I do appreciate that comment. I am really loving this Livestream Deals. The only thing I'm sad about is I didn't schedule another one until next month. Maybe this will have to be something that comes up more frequently. But until then, please do follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Livestream Deals. As I see deals that are out there, I will add them to our Twitter feed and share those on Twitter and share them on Instagram. And also, if you go to livestreamdeals.com, you can see all 4 products that we featured on today's show and find out more information. You can also join our email list. I'm going to be emailing people when I see deals, let you know what's coming up on future shows. But in particular, you'll be the first to know when I discover some deal that's out there. I will share that, with my list. And so please do sign up for that. And thank you again, everybody, for joining us. This has been a blast. Again, I can't wait to do it next month. Thank you to Chris Strub, Live Streaming for Nonprofits course, and for offering to actually travel anywhere in the 50 states of the United States where somebody purchases the course. If they purchase it through the link on Livestream Deals by midnight tomorrow. And also by midnight tomorrow, Kim Reynolds joins us from Social Media Examiner, joined us, I should say. And she is offering $560 off between now and midnight tomorrow on the full ticket for Social Media Marketing World. And there's also a creator track that's at a lower price point. It's geared towards bloggers and video creators and live streamers and podcasters. If you're interested in that, it's not only at a lower price point, but you can save between now and midnight tomorrow as well. We also talked to Gordon Daly. We thank him for coming on. He's the CEO of BoxCast, and we talked about how BoxCast has products, the BoxCaster and soon to be the BoxCaster Pro, which allow you to stream to the internet from a hardware encoder, and that means you don't need to use a computer or a mobile device for streaming, and it streams in very, very high quality. So that was very interesting to learn about, and that's a product worth keeping your eye on. If you'd like to learn more about it, you can click on the link on Livestream Deals, and you can fill out a form, and a salesperson will contact you and talk to you about their different plans and so forth. It doesn't cost you any more to buy that way than any other way. So I would recommend talking to somebody and coming up with the right plan for you or your organization if you are interested, and why not? It's a great product. And finally, thanks again to Dave Basulto for joining us from the iOgrapher, and especially for giving away some great kits. You can also learn more about the iOgrapher at Livestream Deals. Congratulations to Sarah, to Sandra, and to Dr. Finch. All of you did a great job with your answers, and we're so excited that you'll be getting the iOgrapher iPhone 6 Plus kit. So it's not only the iOgrapher case that lets you shoot that steady video, but it comes with both a wide angle and telephoto lenses for your mobile device, and you can modify it if you have an iPhone 7 Plus. It's very easy. Dave has a video online about it. It's very easy to take that iPhone 6 Plus case and make it into a case for the iPhone 7 Plus. So thanks again, everybody, for joining us. Again, livestreamdeals.com has more information, and look forward to seeing you next month for another episode of Livestream Deals. Have a great night, everybody.